Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I want to talk about work life as an international student here in the UK. Okay, because I came to realize that most international students coming into the UK, they come in with a high hope, like with lots of expectation when it comes to work in the UK. Okay, so before I go into this video, I just want to tell you a little bit about me. I am Before coming to the UK, I am an IT support engineer in a company in Nigeria. I have 7+ years of experience as an IT support engineer. So, but when I came into the UK, I was actually I also have that same high hopes, like most of you do. So, I believe that the UK is a tech nation, and if I come in, I'm going to have lots of opportunity in the UK, and I'm going to work. I'm going to make lots of money. So, but when I came to the UK, I found out that there are some kind of things. I already know that as an international student, you cannot work more than 20 hours. But I was still expecting to get an IT support role where I can work 20 hours. But I came to find out that here in the UK, most professional jobs in the UK does not employ students, because virtually all permanent professional role expects you to work for 36 hours, even to 40 hours a week. So as a student, you cannot actually work more than 20 hours, and that's why it is quite difficult to secure a professional role. Okay, so when I came in, I really didn't know much about this, so I was actually applying to many professional roles, looking for IT support roles in different companies. So fortunately, I was able to secure some kind of interview. I had up to like 8 interviews, and with 7 years of experience, I was able to secure most of the jobs. Again, but unfortunately, the first job I got, the recruiter asked me, "Are you willing to work like 5 days a week? Doing office 5 days a week?" I was like, I am willing to work like 3 days a week, because 2 days is my lecture is usually 2 days, so I cannot come to work on those days. So she was like, "Are you a student?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "No, she doesn't want a student. She needs this is a permanent role. It's not for students." I was like, "Okay, no problem." So I moved on. I kept on applying again. So I got another job again from another company, where I have already completed the interview. Everything was all set for them to actually send me the appointment letter. And the recruiter asked me for my share code, and I sent her my share code. So when I sent her my share code, she looked at my share code. She was like, "Your share code is showing that you're a student." I was like, "Yes." She was like, "No, that this role is for permanent staff and not for students." I was like, I was devastated, because I've already been in the UK for like 1 month, and there's no work. Where I've been looking for IT support role, and there's no work. And most persons I know here in the UK has already been advising me I should look for any job and start doing. You get, while I am doing that job, I should still be looking for the IT support role. But I was still stubborn, like very stubborn. I was still believing that I was still going to get an IT support role. But having tried, I have some kind of bills I have to pay. I need to feed. I need to do other things. So I was like, no, I can't be waiting for IT support role. I have to do something else. But what am I trying to say? Having applied for professional roles for some time, having applied for many professional roles, I keep to realize that here in the UK, as a student, it is difficult. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it is difficult to get a professional role on a part-time basis. So if you're coming in from your country to the UK, and probably you work as a professional in your company, and you're coming to the UK to study, just please bear in mind that you might not be able to get your professional role here in the UK as a student, because most professional roles require is are permanent, and they require you to work 36+ hours. You get, and as a student, you're only allowed to work 20 hours. So you have to actually bring out your expectation. So, and it is common here in the UK. If you know any person in the UK, or if you have asked, you will find out that most students in the UK, they either work as a care or support, as a caregiver or a support person. They work either in a warehouse, they work as a kitchen porter, as a cleaner, all these kind of menial jobs. Okay, so this is how most students survive, because these are the jobs that can actually allow you to work for like 20 hours per week. You get, and they are part-time roles. You get, so um another thing you need to bear in mind is that not all jobs is going to give you the exact 20 hours per week. You get, like most jobs are going to give you like 18 hours per week, some are going to give you 16 hours per week, some are going to give you like 10 hours per week. Then you have to look for a second job to be able to complete the 20 hours. Like in my own case, I am working with the gym. I'm working with a gym. I'm working with a gym house, okay, as a cleaner, and I am working 9 hours, 11 hours a week, 9 hours a week, 3 days a week. So the first day is 3 hours, then the other 2 days is 2 hours, which is like 11 hours a week. You get, so I am still looking for a second job that can enable me get like 9 hours or 8 hours to be able to make my hours like 20 or 19 or even 18 hours. Okay, so this is how it is here in the UK. It's not your expectation for job in the UK, I am not telling you not to have high hopes. You're free to have high hopes, but just be open for any kind of opportunity. Okay. And another thing I want to point out is this: if you're coming into the UK and you either want to work as maybe as a caregiver, or you want to work with old people or with children in the UK, then you need to do your DBS. It is very important to first of all do your DBS. You need the DBS. Any work, the DBS, like as compared to my country, Nigeria, it's like a police clearance report. It shows that you have no your record is clean, like you have no bad record or any sort of those kind of stuff. So just do your DBS, so that because if you start applying for work, most of the jobs are going to ask you for your DBS. Like most of the job within the children sector, probably you want to work like in a primary school, you want to work with in a care home, they will ask you for your DBS. Okay. Another thing I want to say is this: if you're coming into the UK, you you need to be actually be open to work any kind of work you see at the moment, so you can be able to gain the UK work experience. Because most agencies or most recruiters, they keep stressing on the UK work experience. So most of them don't really care how many years of experience you have, where you're coming from. You need a UK work experience. So any kind of, if you can see any kind of job, even if it's 1 week or 2 weeks, that you can just do, so you can add to the fact that you have had a UK work experience, it's going to put you in a better position. Okay. Then another thing is this: while you're having high hopes, be open to any kind of things. Like for me personally, I was not interested in working in a care home or as a support person. So I was leaning towards warehouse and towards cleaning and kitchen porter. So, but when I started hearing some kind of news from warehouse people, so they keep complaining, my back is paining me, my leg is paining me, my hand is paining me. So I was skeptical. So I had to just leave warehouse job completely, and I had to turn to cleaning and kitchen porter role. So currently I work as a like I said, I work as a cleaner in a gym house. Okay. So and another thing again I want to point out is this: some of the training here, some of the jobs here in the UK might require you to get some kind of training before you start. To get, for instance, if you want to work in a security agency, then you need to get a security training with an SIA license before you can be able to work as a security person. Even some of the care homes here will also require you to actually go through some courses and get some kind of certifications, some kind of training before you can be able to work in a care home. So also bear in mind that most jobs in the UK, or most jobs in the UK require you to come with a UK-based training or a UK-based certificate before you can be offered a job. So if you're coming to the UK, assuming your course is going to start probably in like January, if you have the funds and you have the money, you can come in like December. So you can use the first like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to actually take run a course or a program on the actual field you want to work in. Take like a 3 weeks course, get a certification, and keep. Okay. So another thing again I want to say is this: the UK kind of work is like the work life here in the UK is like is for students, is like shift based work and a permanent part-time role. So I would advise you, if you're looking for a job, please lean towards or try and look for a permanent part-time role. It is very important. This is very important, and I want to stress this: if you go for a shift-based role, you have there are some kind of challenges you're going to find there, because in a shift-based role, they keep posting a shift, and you're going to pick shift. Like you're going to if you're available, you're going to tell them that you're available before they can actually allocate the shift to you. But if you have a permanent part-time role, you know that on that particular day, on that particular time, it is your time to go to work. So you have to go to work. Why am I saying this? Yeah, I have a permanent part-time role here where I work 11 hours in the gym. So most of my friends that do not have permanent roles, they keep picking shifts, and most times you end up that you might go to work this week and next week you might not go to work. Even before I got the permanent part-time role, I was actually working a shift-based role. So I have to keep calling the agency every day to remind them that I am available for them to give me shift, because if they don't give you shift, they will not pay you. It is an hourly based it's an hourly based pay. So the hour you work is the hour you get paid for. So then before getting the partner, I keep calling my agency. I'll keep reminding the woman that I am available for work. Every day you keep calling them, and most times there are many persons available waiting for the same work that you're waiting for. So if you do not put in this effort of calling regularly, you will not get a job. So I will advise you, if you're coming in, lean towards a permanent part-time role. If you can get a permanent part-time role, that will be the best. But if you don't have a permanent part-time role, you can just be going for the shift-based role for the moment while you're looking for a permanent part-time role. Because there are sometimes, as more people are coming to the UK or as more students are coming to the UK, those agencies are still getting more staffs, and all of them are still waiting for the same shift-based role. So I will just advise you, lean towards the permanent part-time role. Okay, so I think these are few tips I just wish to share with some of my friends or some of my friends and my brothers that are coming to the UK maybe in 2025. So if you're coming in and you have some kind of high hopes or some kind of high expectation regarding jobs in the UK, please, this video is very important. Just take your time and go through it and digest it so that you can actually adjust your mindset regarding work here in the UK as a student. Okay, this is particularly for students. I'm not talking about people with other kind of visa like global talent visa or skilled work visa. This is particularly for students. Okay, so you can actually adjust your mind so you don't actually get disappointed when you come to the country. Okay, but overall, working in the UK is actually fun. Like work life is actually, if you get a permanent part-time role, you actually enjoy it, especially if you get a permanent part-time role that can give you like 18 to 20 hours complete, you'll actually enjoy it. Okay, so anyway, I just believe that you have found, yeah, I just believe that you find this video very interesting, and if you love the video, please hit this like button. Like I said, I am an international student here in UK. I'm still into tech. Particularly now, I am leaning towards data analytics, and I will start making more videos concerning data analytics and anyone who wants to break into tech in 2025. Okay, so however, if you find this video interesting, I would like you to hit this subscription button. Okay, so I can be around the community so that when I post that new video, you're going to get a notification. So I believe that you found this video interesting. So thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. Cheers. See you next time.